think I want to do something a little bit challenging here, so let's just do some Savannah Cruci 20, see what we end up with. Starting a good slime. Maybe this means I can do some nonsense with the new Spin Doctor Orb. I think that's what it's called. That would be pretty cool. Obviously, like, Generate Orb is very much on the table, and I have a lot of Generate Orb games to catch up for, I feel like. Like, it's so fun running this orb. It's been, oh my god, that's so unfortunate. It's been a while since I've had an orb that a new orb that I've enjoyed this much. Not to say that I don't love like Snowball and stuff, but like they're like different kinds of orbs, you know what I mean? It looks like I'm getting a good amount of gold, but actually not as much as I would have liked. I'm gonna go for this kind of shot, see what that pulls off. In perfect order, it's the bomb and the refresh, but whatever, I guess that's fine. Yeah, I've been really enjoying Generate Orb. It's so fun. Perfect, it was the terrible, so it bounced straight over the bomb. I totally did not see that it was the terrible, but it lined up very well there. Two's Company. Climbing does sound pretty nice this run, but I think I'll pass on Two's Company for now. I think that if I am going to be doing Two's Company, I want to be doing downgrading stuff as well. And I would rather just wait until I had the downgrading stuff before I pick up the Two's Company, because Two's Company still doesn't have damage, which is just not that nice. But if it was like pretty much any other slime orb, I definitely would have considered it a whole lot more. I don't feel the desire to pick up a Chemical Hazard for the tempo it would provide as of right now, but I'm a fan of Chemical Hazard. I think that you can achieve a lot with it. Just depends on the kind of situation that you find yourself in and whether or not you actually want it. Because sometimes you'd just rather not spend the gold on it. There we go, that is ridiculous. A healing orb or a healing orb? I think... It's a good slime and I feel like... I don't know. Oh, you know what? I'll just place my bets. I think I'll try not shooting it for a while though, just because it's not really that good until I can get the second one. Or get it upgraded. Sure. I just want to collect some gold now, right? Yep. Because I need to be able to upgrade and then, downgrade the peg, then upgrade it again. If I want to be able to get value from it, I think. It certainly is an incredibly interesting orb though. And hopefully my build can use it well. But the good slime starter is definitely making me think that I might be leaning more to like Generate Orb nonsense, because Generate Orb a good slime I think sounds pretty insane. Really need to hit this bomb already. This hasn't really worked out as good as it could have. At least I did get to take care of some of the bats here. Boom, boom. Oh no, he had 1 health left? That is so unfortunate. I thought I was gonna take care of the next one as well. That sucks. Why is that pig not slimed? Interesting. Oh god, really? Put that on the rude side here. I will have access to healing later. My refresh is moving, I see. That might actually cause issues. Applied by -2. I mean, it's a 2-4, so I'll shoot it. Not really a positive effect as of right now, though. 35, that's pretty easy. Yeah, should be pretty easy. Believiation. I do love Believiation, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a pretty big number. You know what, I'm just going to pick up Believiation. It's like 3-6 baseline. That feels good to pick up. Like, I'm pretty sure I should just be able to get good value out of that on a lot of maps. There are obviously a lot of maps like this one especially, which I just won't be able to get as good of a value from it, but the new Believiation feels really good. Slime goals feel a whole lot better. I'm still not a big fan of Two's Company. I suspect that it is much... I don't know, it is common. Maybe not. I think they're pretty fine with where Two's Company is or something. Because I feel like I wouldn't have been surprised to see a Two's Company buff this patch. And yes, Two's Company technically was buffed in that it's more playable now because downgrading and upgrading exists within the same like coherent game plan now that it has healing especially. I wanted a double tap on that bomb, I missed it, but it's fine because I got a kill eventually. have lost excessively more health than I would like to be losing, but I'm sure everything will work out just fine. Okay. Still can very much be the case, I just need to get my refresh ASAP. Great hit. But the refresh moves, but it looks like I got saved. I just needed to get a good alleviation shot off, which is... Ooh. I almost got denied it. Oh my. That was a jump scare and a half. I totally forgot about the fact that... So I think I should just be able to shoot this and everything's all good. Yes. That got scarily close though. Because it... Oh my god, because it hits the slime pegs, downgrading them, and it hits them multiple more times. Oh my god. Spooky. I would appreciate getting healing. Yeah, that's pretty true, I guess. Sure. Oh, that's a Sash of Focus. I care significantly less about getting that healing now. Good stuff. Yeah, sure, let's just do that. Gotta get value for my alleviation after all. I just wanted the extra gold. Simple as that. I think that I could get... Betsy is a very... how do you call it? It's a good fight to pop a Sash in. It actually doesn't punish you that hard for getting the Sash popped, and if you have a healing orb in your deck, recovering from getting a Betsy Sage popped in that fight is actually pretty simple. There are definitely worse choices. I'd call a, what's his name, a much worse choice. A mole. Avogadro is not pleasant when trying to deal with that. Alright, pretty good. I think my healing should be enough. I'm hoping. Yeah, my Alleviation Splatter upgrades are good. Definitely wouldn't hate doing them. Thank you. But I do just want to make sure that my health is able to be healed up. I think that's extremely important. Not the best first shot, but good enough. I am going to take... Maybe... I get my Sash here, actually. Don't know how I feel about that. That shot was pretty good. Let's just claim this back so that Alleviation has a mostly full board to work with. Yeah, that's fine. I would have preferred getting my refresh back previously, but I was definitely very right about taking some hits here. That's fine because this Splatter absolutely slaps, right? Right. Yeah, it actually got pretty close, didn't it? Maybe... No, I think that was fine. Oboe, wow. I'm just going to take an Oboe, it's pretty damn solid, and because I'm Spin Meta, I don't think playing towards... Oh, you know what? It is pretty spooky though, isn't it? But I'm like so invulnerable now. And I can press the heal button if need be. Which, it may very well much need be. I'm pretty sure this guy's going to try and attack me turn 1. And as much as I don't like the sound of that, it doesn't deal damage because he only deals 2 damage. It only also deals 2 damage. Let's just get you out of there. Perfect, now let's get you out of there. Alright. I've done a very good job of just not taking damage, and I didn't even get my Alleviation popped there. Perfect. I'm pretty sure... Aren't I just immune to all of these guys? And they're just not dealing enough damage to take care of me? Oh god, my refresh, no. I should have aimed it. I keep forgetting it moves. It is a very troll relic sometimes. Sometimes it's a benefit, but most of the time, it can just be exceptionally scary. Great stuff. I really needed that heal. Good news is, these enemies are not exactly able to do much here, so I will just try and claim as much healing as I can. Okay, it's a bit cheesy, but I did just want to grab some health there. It was the correct play to make, so I made it. So now I'm looking to be in a much better position, aren't I? I've got 48 health in my stash popped, and oh yeah, this is pretty nice. Collusion detection, subtraction reaction. I just like this because it gets me more a good slime procs, which sounds pretty awesome. I don't have slime, I have refresh perspective. Oh my. This is some really decent stuff here. I'd really want to, oh, you know what, I'll just take these two. The subtraction reaction I'm just not going to get value from because I'm not going to lose the health in the first place. Oh man. But I actually really appreciate getting collusion there. Saves me a nice chunk of gold, and as it turns out, the breakpoints for collusion just lined up really well there. So now that I have refresh perspective, I can get so much more healing from my cool orb, as well as I really need to focus on my refreshing now. Like before, it was obviously a very serious issue, and I needed to get it fixed ASAP. But now it's like must fix. I'm gonna spend some time getting through this. Oh my god, I'm immune to so many attacks now. This is just so spicy, isn't it? Oh my. Stop it! I'm trying to free this one vine over here. And getting to this is actually not that hard, I guess. I probably should have tried to do that over going for this nonsense, but I've committed at this stage, haven't I? I probably haven't, but I just... Please, just go. I'm so immune, it just doesn't even matter though, like that's the funny part. Oh, it's so unsubtle, I love it. Alright, so I think the new Spin Doctor stuff is going to be working out pretty well this run. Is that because of the Spin Doctor? Probably not. But the healing it gave me was actually really handy though. It's just, you know, I could have bought a balm instead, and we are well aware just how good balm is. It can absolutely be used to carry runs. Where's my refresh? I can't really hit that refresh, but what I can do is get caught immediately, I guess. Alright, well someday I'll get the refreshing. There we go. Dot. Okay, let's not talk about that. My wrist is feeling rather lazy apparently. Let's just... That was cool. So close yet so far. There we go. Oh my god. Alright. This fight has gone on for so long already and I've just taken no time. We're about to run out of summons. Because I spent that long just trying and failing to hit the refresh. Oh my. This is pretty hilarious. So yeah, lots of healing from that orb, as expected. Refresh perspective with that orb does seem like it's just a lot of healing, which I am certainly very interested in, but it does also mean that you are most likely downgrading the orbs on your board, especially if you only have one of them, which obviously is not the most ideal, since you're probably not going to have a whole bunch of double damage slimes lying around. Even if you do, I don't think it's all that valuable just because you can't have all of your WOD be double damage slimes. Which means you are going to be taking the negative damage for some of them. Man, this is a hilarious fight, isn't it? It's just... It's been some really impressive vines on his end, and it just doesn't matter, does it? Okay, yeah, good stuff. Isn't mattering. Certainly is taking more time than I'd... Yeah, perfect, thank you. Oh my god. Whew. We're getting there. Oh, such a funny run. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't actually think I'd find the Spin Doctor stuff this run, but I have found it and I am trying to use it, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job of using it, to be honest. That was great damage there. Who's company? Yeah, sure. If not now, when, right? Who's company upgrades are 975 versus 1086 versus 543. They're all pretty valuable. I don't need that though. Fine, I'll just go with that for now. Oh yeah, no, let's just do this. Oh man, this is very funny. Very funny indeed. Let's get you upgraded, shall we? Oh, that can't refresh, right. For some reason I thought I had Adventure Shrine or the boss relic, but I don't. But what I do have is... Oh, that didn't hit. I guess it is only every 5. Yeah, so Broth is gain double damage. Last time I checked, double damage is actually pretty strong, so the fact that there's just a relic which has gained double damage for me is pretty good. I think I'll be taking good advantage of that. Also, I'm just immune to some enemy attacks, which is hilarious. Looks like I'll be going right. Double store it is. Chemical Hazard, tempting, but not exactly what I'm looking for, methinks. I'll definitely hold off on upgrades. I don't really have any good upgrades in my deck at all. Pretty simply. Let's see what that does. Certainly good enough for me. So what, because I've got double damage, I really should probably build out the Bleviation and the Splatter. The damage that both of them have is pretty impressive. Sounds pretty real. What's my AoE power though? You know what, maybe I really should have taken the Kimball Hesitate. My AoE power is very poor, it's just not really going to matter, is it? My damage reduction is like otherworldly, and my healing is extremely impressive when I need it to be, shall we say? And I just get to do that, which means this roll is actually pretty awesome. See, these kinds of maps is where I think the orb really shines. Like, being able to pull that off is actually just extremely, extremely nice. And if I can do that consistently, which feels like I should be able to, at least do it somewhat consistently on these maps, I think you can get really good use out of it. And like, any orb that heals you has value, right? So like, I don't know. Feels like it could be neat. God, you just do nothing. Absolutely not even a scratch. Boop, followed by... Oh yeah, I guess that wouldn't have done anything, would it? Oh, come on. No refresh for me. I just need to get through the shield in a timely manner. That's the second time I've aimed directly at a refresh, but not actually changed my aim to actually hit the refresh. Very interesting choice, gotta be honest. Very interesting. I did not even lose health by 5 minutes. Hilarious with how many hits I technically took. Just a lot of them just did nothing. Oh man, I'm just so immune. And the great thing about trying to go to double store this run as well is I have collusion. Collusion is just extremely, extremely solid for actually giving you the gold you want to do stuff. Like Crucible 18 has historically always been... Oh my god, it's so weird to think of the last major patch was not the one that added Crucible 18. But Crucible 18 has historically always been pretty annoying to deal with. It's just a lot of gold being siphoned away from you, which in a Crucible 20 run, you're going to need like access to everything you have. Which means it's very, very noticeable. But the fact that collusion basically A completely negates and B also does open up some other game plans which are pretty enjoyable is just extremely nice. Alright, I spent a long time there trying to open up my navigation to the right. Looks like it paid off, eh? Also, there was the triple cluster of bombs, which just wipes the fight a lot faster, since technically I don't really have the best AoE tools, so just trying to do that I think was definitely ideal. I wanna... Yeah, that's the problem. Whenever I try and shoot towards the left on that map, I always go towards the right. I just wanted to try and get the crit there, but seemingly didn't work out, did it? Yeah, that's value. 2 damage. This is like the big bad of this level. I'm taking 2 damage from them. Can you do what I want you to do? It did what I wanted it to do, but not quite in the way I wanted it. Perfect, and to finish it off, 2 bombs down. My bombs do extra damage. Oh my god, my bombs do double damage. I was really confused, because I kept watching my bombs. I wasn't watching the damage, to be clear. I kept watching the bombs get kills that they shouldn't have done. I'm just like, my bombs only do 40 damage, why are they doing this? And then I realized, so if I pick up the shock absorber, I'm just become immune to rigged bombs, right? I've already seen Sapper Sack. If I hadn't already seen Sapper Sack, I would actually pick up the shock absorber just because it gives me a hilarious, hilarious opportunity for my boss relics. But unfortunately, I do not have that opportunity. Because I'm pretty sure I saw Sapper Sack. I might be mistaken. Rocco. Oh, I never thought about Omegob. Omegob Spin Doctor. Huh. I think the Omegob is actually not that bad at all. You're early in Area 1, and you just pick it up for tempo. Like I said, I think there are significantly better orbs you could be picking up for tempo. Like, if you take one of these bad boys and you can slap it to level 2, obviously it's not going to be an 816, you know, we have Ross to thank for this, but it's got a lot of damage. It's 4-8 at that level, and 5-10 at this level. 5-10 with all immediate sliming as well. Damage mitigation is extremely, extremely good. There are a lot of elite fights where you're going to really appreciate that. Which means I do think the Omega is slightly worse because, like, it is just slightly more damage technically with what is a pretty noticeable downside when the fights drag out a bit. But still very cool. What do I want here? I mean, there's one thing I obviously want, but what else do I want? Honestly, I could actually consider picking up the Omega a bit. I've considered it. I want House of Slime, of course. And I'll just grab a Froggo amulet because I've got I see many generate hopes in my future, right? Gotta get my 3 max HP per generator I pick up. It's pretty noticeable, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm like 90% sure that I should have picked up Apple Data instead of Robo Amulet. I think that I'll get much more value out of it. But I'm not here for value, I'm here for maybe I can do some Frogger shenanigans, which will definitely work out. Alright, I totally forgot that they would do that. Huh? I thought my targeting was correct. Apparently it wasn't. Boom. Yeah, but bomb damage being doubled is pretty impressive. What is such a great relic to just be able to pick up, and the fact that I was just able to pick it up is frankly astonishing, but I'm absolutely not complaining. Maybe I shouldn't have discarded that. Yeah, he still did pretty good damage. Okay, until you... I think there was a peg that you hit there which suddenly just completely switched that. Alright, I'm actually pretty impressed with that damage there. That wasn't bad. I thought it'd be bad. I don't believe I actually have any greed apart from, yes, molten gold. I was hoping that could get some gold, but it's fine. Oh right, we get the one fight that we are basically immune to. Isn't that pleasant? Even better, my boss relic is actually also dealing with it. This is just great to see. If I could get like a shuffle pot, that certainly would be appreciated. I'm getting very sick of my refresh moving around, and I would at least like to have some semblance of my refresh actually staying where it spawns in. That would be pretty nice. It's fine. That'd be a good slime too, of course. Alright, perfect. 1 bomb. So it's just 3 bombs to wipe. Yeah, 3 bombs to wipe. That's pretty good, but they're inevitably going to heal before that point. As they did. Oh my god. There's just no point in aiming for the bombs, is there? They just healed up everything. Well, unfortunately for them, I can just smash my way through them one at a time, but that certainly was mildly annoying. Let's try this shot. Just bounce straight onto that -14 to try and grab a whole bunch of damage. Would have been nice if it worked, eh? There we go. I'll get my refresh again. Yay! Would I pick up a Refurbisher? No. If you want to do Refurbisher, I feel like you should have multiple instead of ridiculous levels upgrading, which is what we have here. Like, Refurbisher is meant to grant you the ridiculous levels of upgrading, which is always amazing to have, but it's just right. Yeah. I mean, it was the whole relic name of the refresh anyway. But I definitely don't need both of them in the same deck. I do think it should find value, but I keep talking about how good I think the orb is going to potentially be, and not actually using it, so maybe it's not quite as good as I'm expecting, eh? You do get the kill there, perfect. Another Spin Doctor, I'm absolutely going to take it. I do not care about losing -2, -4 on the both of them. What I do care about though is my lucky penny, because my crits are going to refresh. You see, if I say it's the truth, and I sound confident, it's going to happen, so my crits are going to refresh. Critting is also just nice for a lot of my orbs. Helps out especially in fights like this where I do just kind of need to muscle my way through them. Especially since if I'm going to leave them in 89 health, that is 2 bombs, which I think that's basically impossible for me to hit. I'm not a believer. Now where's my refresh? Let's just aim straight for it. And maybe not. Jeez, it is so crazy to enter this fight and have them dealing 1 damage per hit to me. Like, oh sorry, 2? My bad. 2 damage per hit to me. That is just like ridiculous. Oh no, not 2 damage per hit. I'd be at half health at this stage normally. Oh my god. The bulk relics are incredibly strong. I'm really interested to see how Area 3 is going to kill you when you've got a Sash active. Area 4, sorry. That'll be very interesting to see. I should have made the refresh. Man, getting the early your refresh move has just absolutely trolled me so much. Where's my downgrading nonsense? Don't really have any, to be honest. Good stuff, there we go. Another toys company. 150 gold, not bad indeed. Not bad at all. Mental Mantle. I will take it, yes. Okay, that's a whole lot of crits I got on the board. If I could gain benefits for actually having all these crits on my board, that would be nice. Currently, there isn't really one. Okay, this is actually an enemy that can kill me. Didn't realize they existed. Now, of course, for him to actually kill me, he has to not die to my pretty good scaling and pretty solid damage, I think it's pretty fair to say. Which, you know, that would be impressive if he did. If he did manage to live, though, I think that that's definitely down to the fact that I'm absolutely atrocious at hitting my own refreshes, apparently. Because I think the only thing that can kill me at this point is myself. And as easy as it is to do that, I think that I may also just be fine this run. I don't know. But this voice in my head that's telling me that I'm pretty strong at this stage, and I'm not fighting the one boss that I'm scared of. The recon. Man, if I could get Cybersack, that would be hilarious. Unfortunately, I am 100% going to try and grab some extra gold here. I'll frankly be very disappointed if I don't get 200 gold, so thank you very much. Well, I do just want to remove... I actually got it. And an ambidextrony. That was pleasant. Also, there's an improved catalyst here, plus 20 damage value. I've got recomp, so it's like pretty insane, and I should probably take it. I will just take the good stuff, though. There's no need to overthink this. I really want to try playing for the orb. That's why I picked the bad slime. It's funny that I've got a good slime and a bad slime. What does that mean? It doesn't really work that well together, does it? Yeah, no, that really doesn't work that well together, does it? It's fine. It's just like pretty funny. You know what? Actually, I'm just going to do this. Yeah, this is what I want to do. This is why I have the ambidextrony. Yeah. I've got the two things as well. How are you? Oh my god. These guys are fast. The good news is they don't do damage to me. Yeah, like Reaper hit? That's more than I expected, actually. Alright, good damage. Like, I just want to keep trying to pull this. Oh my god, that's a lot of my negative damage. I'm legitimately just going to keep taking that shot. So, you know, I'll just play from Spin Doctor from here on out. The bad slime means that, oh, okay. Yeah. A big part of the reason why I think this orb's going to be just... I'm not actually going to upgrade that further. Oh damn it, that doesn't work. But I'm still going to take that because it's obviously great. No. I need my removes. Just very silly, unfortunately. That's pretty cool. Multi-Man would have been so fun there. I would have loved the cactus so much. Getting a ping power would have been sick. So, here's the plan. I see. Yeah, getting the good slime and the bad slime is not really the best synergy. It is at least nice for the future shots. You know, being able to... Sorry, for future shots during that same shot. It's nice to be able to, you know, down... This one gets the minus 15, which does kind of suck, but this one gets 5 at least, right? That's not fully bad. Let's grab the refresh, shall we? So I really want to get, like, Overwhelmer at this... Oh god, the refresh. Can I have the refresh, please? I'll greatly appreciate it. I just want to... I thought my picks being durable would be enough to keep them active so that I could actually do my funny upgrade game plan on them. That was not the discard I meant. But apparently not. Yeah, there we go. I just want to be able to take those shots consistently because being able to pull that off consistently is hilarious. Ooh. Triple Elite Double Store instantly. I guess I'll save my upgrades for later, shall I? Wants me to spend all my gold early on. Good slime and a bad slime. No sliming to be seen here. I'll just shoot this over shooting a pebble. Yeah, realistically, I'm like kind of just looking at having the Spin Doctor in my deck now. I don't really need anything more. A refresher would be pretty sick. I would actually really appreciate that. and I would still love to get that your refresh crits. So your crits refresh. That would still be absolutely amazing. Definitely. I can actually do some very funny things if I also get Shovel Pod as well. Now that I have this many crits on the board, if I were to combine that with something else, that could get pretty fancy. Here's the thing. Experimental is a damage multiplier. Damage multipliers you always need to be very scared of in games, because they can give you some very, very funny things. Now, the cool thing about Spin Doctor, though, is that I think it is almost certainly just slow enough to where it's not just ridiculously broken. But any multiplier is something that you've got to be very, very considerate of. And I think... like with this run especially, it's probably not the strongest thing we can be doing. But the fact that we just have a guaranteed we can belt through infinity health is extremely, extremely nice. And that's what I'm trying to build my game plan to be around. But it's pretty hard to do, apparently. At least it is for me to set up this run. Only having the one refresh is pretty painful. I did manage to get the durable, which I was hoping would alleviate a lot of the refresh concerns that I was having, but doesn't seem like that's happened just yet. This map is just atrocious for trying to find a refresh as well. I can't dig for it, so it's just like unfortunate, to say the least. But yes, they should die very soon. Right, I would love a removal, so if you would be so kind as to give me one. And frankly, I do want that Adventure Iron. The problem is it just stacks horrendously with a bad slime and burst hit orbs, of which I would like to have 2 in my deck. I don't actually have either of them yet. Okay, I don't have either of them yet. I can't tell if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I can't. Wait, the removes don't scale over the course of the run. Oh my god, I didn't even notice the strongest part of the collusion. Wait, what? That is a huge deal. I think the Adventure Iron is worth it. I would love to buy those two. They're just so nice when you can combine them. And obviously Enhance is like stupidly strong. I have Recom, you know, like if I wanted to win this run, I could have been doing some very, very funny things. That's for sure. But I'm trying to do some very, very funny things. Wow, no, that is insane for collusion. Let's get sliming, shall we? Okay, one of the other great things about Adventure Iron, which I actually really appreciate, is it gets an immediate upgrade onto the board, hitting 0 slimes. That is definitely very valuable. So there's a lot of stuff that I would like to hit. Oh, wait, no, this fight's taking forever. Alrighty. As I was saying, I really want like overwhelm or like extra refresh powers. Any of that stuff would be really, really nice. Pumpkin Pie, that works. A bit disappointed with that gold amount, but it doesn't actually look like I could have gotten enough anyway. So that's unfortunate, but actually I very much could have. Yeah, unfortunate, but I'm not going to go out of my way for that. I do want this removed, but the fact that it costs... You're joking, man. I don't have an option here. I really wanted this removed, but... Okay. Your crits also refresh. Refresh yield. And 2 extra refreshes on the board. 3 relics I can hit in 2 chests, 2 elites. The odds of that really aren't that bad. The removal is... Oh my god, this is... Yeah, very equivalent value. I also wouldn't mind like a unicorn on there as well. That is... Yeah, I would have appreciated having 2 more gold there, but it is what it is. Overall, I got this fight again and my AoE is still just as bad. There we go. Hope it's time, eh? I definitely want... I said I wasn't going to do that one. This is both a positive and a negative upgrade. I'll see how it goes, and I can keep upgrading. I love this. I love collusion so much. The fact that it works for... Don't switch spots. Ring of Reuse, that's perfect. That's exactly the kind of thing I was looking for. Now I can shoot 4... the 4 of those... What are they called? Doctor? Spin Doctor? Orbs back to back, which is pretty awesome. Being able to... Oh, okay, that's just perfect. Oh my god, I forgot about Refresher. That technically also meets the quota, but also not. I think that'll work out fine, but we'll see. Should be pretty simple to get kills. I think I can ramp infinite damage easily now. This is going to be fun. I still absolutely lack the powers to get through multiple enemies at once. Maybe we'll be rewarded with an overwhelmer or an auger here would actually work as well. That would be neat. Yeah, because you're -3. I don't need you with more right now. Good stuff. Let's make it double damage now. Now let's double damage. Let's hit it again. Yes, perfect. I love down. Oh my god, and because it's. Oh. Yes, no, this is exactly the dream I envisioned. This is perfect. I just really need like some kind of overwhelmer effect because as cool as this is, that's on positive damage right now. Since it's on positive damage, I can just do like an obligation because that'll override it. I can just do like that. Okay, yeah, no, this is exactly the kind of thing I was hoping for. Let's get to my spin dog again. I want to keep upgrading it. This is okay. Two's Company, huh? Two's Company. Could take that, but I don't think I will because screw it. It's just so much upgrading, right? No. I just want to keep shooting the lovely spin dog. We'll actually upgrade it just so I have it upgraded. The best reasoning ever, right? Yeah, no, Two's Company, spin dog, huh? This is very cool. I'm very happy that I picked up the Two's Company. Perhaps I'll pick up another one if I find one. Oh my god. Well, let's just get started early, shall we? That was rather rude. That's fine though. I'll just target that one instead. That did not work. Why didn't that work? Did I? Oh my god. It's equivalent. I can't target -5s. God damn it. I can target. No, I can't target +5s either. I've got too much upgrading going on. No! Luckily there's that one over there, so I still have access to them. Yeah, no, okay. I knew this would work really well with some random nonsense. I didn't actually picture it being exactly Two's Company, but I forgot about how well it would work. I have a theory I really want to test with Summoning Circle. I'm not picking it up because it's a good orb, I'm picking it up because I want to know if it creates 3 unique orbs for Spin Doctor. Because I don't think it does. I think they're all the same orbs still, but it is definitely something worth testing. So how does... yeah, perfect. We can actually downgrade this. Good stuff. I really want one more Spin Doctor. That'll be sick. Don't actually need to upgrade it as well. So I can just keep doing this shot, right? This is just a good game plan. Yeah, no, this is just a great game plan. Get me my other Spin Doctor. Perfect. Oh yeah, no, this is working out pretty well. Cool stuff. Maybe I should have tried to greed there. Don't know if I'll be able to upgrade my Summoning Circle all the way. Duplicate an orb, that is perfect. I am fighting Crucible 20 this guy though, so he can actually refill the board, which... oh, well. I don't know if I actually wanted that. I kind of just wanted to go through them one at a time. That would have been hilarious. Oh, Froggo Amulet value. I totally forgot about my Froggo, I'm going to be honest. Alright, there we go. There's our downgrading pick. Let's get started, shall we? I've got too many orbs in my deck, but at least I've got Persist and 3 Spin Dog orbs. That's kind of crazy. I think Persist Spin Dog is going to be extremely good. Anytime you can get more than 1 Spin Dog, you can easily combo. And I think that's going to be pretty important. You're not slimed anymore. What does that mean? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Means I can't hit you multiple times in the one shot, which I don't think really matters. I do think that I'm not really going to be able to get to my massive amounts of damage that I was hoping for. I think that I'm going to be finishing out this fight a little bit too fast for that, unfortunately. Yes, I do want to shoot my Twoos once on that peg, which is perfectly fine. Because the thing about this game plan as well is you're trying to shoot specific orbs consistently, so you're going to want good amount of removals in your deck, which is technically not that easy to get to. Oh no, I definitely just... yeah, okay, this is a very good combo. Bang. Okay, this was interesting. I finally got to use the orb. One thing I will say is I think combining like a bad slime and Adventurine into the same run and a good slime, not exactly the best idea ever. I think you need to take one and focus on it more than using all of them. I think that just having like... look, I think just having a bad slime with like a refresh perspective is still fine, or the upgrade relic. I think combining it with both of these two is just unfortunate because the number of orbs, well, okay, particularly Two's Company, applies the slime on the first peg here, which means you're getting plus 15 and minus 20. And that just does not work out the way you want. It's like I was having that fight there in the middle, in the middle bit of area 3, where I was just switching between -5 and +5 because I couldn't actually get out of that purgatory, which is pretty hilarious to be honest. It's nice to know that exists, but I need to make sure not to repeat that again because I got very lucky with how much health I had this run, and it could very easily be very unfortunate. So here's the thing, and why I think this is going to be something you do want to aim for, but I don't think it's going to be as strong as just running a good game plan. But the nice thing about this game plan is these three orbs, 1, 2, and 3, obviously 4, but not technically a part of the build, are just good orbs. They're just pretty solid. Two's Company, most of the time, you're probably not going to care about it too much. In the best upgrading comps, just chucking in some Two's Companies is not the worst idea. Which means if you wanted to take a Two's Company early for some tempo, because it has 2-4 is not really that fine damage. I really can't say that. It has the peg upgrading stuff, which is at least decent, right? Then like it's nice potential high roll for later if you can find Spin Dog Dob stuff. Spin Dog Dob I think is just pretty universal. Like you want to pick up healing if you see it. It is a healing orb. You want to pick it up. I don't think that it's as like insta pick up as the other healing orbs. I think they're all pretty much just like you see them, you pick them up. I think the Spin Dog Dob you do need to. It does depend on your situation a bit, but I think in most situations you're going to want it anyway. So still going to be great. And I think Alleviation, which I'd say is a very fair part of this comp, and especially building towards it, is just incredible here. Because what it does is it gives you your slime, which you may or may not care about if you've got like Adventure Round, a good slime, refresh perspective, or even just like a Swaltop or Reformisher or Necromancer, not really. A Swaltop or Reformisher, or technically also the boss relic, or either boss relic, I guess. Then Believation is going to work great. Like Believation isn't technically giving it to you immediately, but I mean that is the other stuff here, so it's semantics, right? But like it's consistently going to be a very very solid orb. It's 510 max upgrade with immediate like saving you 2 health from every enemy attack in a single shot, which can be a really big deal. There are fights where there are a lot of enemies trying to take away your health, or maybe a lot of weak bombs, right? And not all runs you're going to get this lucky with this much ridiculous damage mitigation. Being able to get that much damage mitigation and having a healing source just did kind of trivialize the. I was going to say the earlier fights. It wasn't the earlier fights. It was all fights. The fact that I could just play fully for this infinite damage game plan, which definitely worked out, by the way, was really, really nice. Because infinite damage plus infinite tankiness is really, really good. Being able to take a double damage boss relic with literally no downside is very nice. Oh, it's a big shame I didn't get any crit payoff, and also this tactical treat, man. Oh god. I mean, maybe it actually saved me, and there were some shots which I would have just like killed myself because I wouldn't have been able to dig to a refresh fast enough. But oh man, it's a very spicy relic. Yeah, no collusion detection. I totally skipped that part. I can't believe I missed the best part of collusion detection. Okay, maybe not the best because it's still insane with Highway Aubrey. Highway Aubrey is probably still just the best usage of it, but it's great with Highway Aubrey. It's great with late game. There's like 2 orbs you want to see in a store, or maybe you want to do multiple upgrades to try and get to your final game plan very fast. It's really good for that, which is I think probably maybe the most important point. Um, it's absolutely amazing for negating the effects of Cruci 18, but a massive deal, which I totally forgot about before. Removals cost 40 golden stores. I can't believe I didn't see this soon. I feel so blind. Like that's just such a big deal. You save so much gold there, man. Like that. Okay, that literally just you definitely get an extra relic or 2 with this now, just consistently, right? I thought before you needed like a super gold comp, and then you're saving so much gold. Like if you're just doing a normal run, you're not really going to be saving too much gold. But no, you actually like the fact that it affects the removals. Oh my god, I can't believe I missed this. This is such a big deal.